We're Botanking Honda.
Botanking Honda.
Listen,
Ricky Frontier didn't make it.
Nah, it was a front. Either way, it was a front. But listen, at the end of the day,
it's a front.
We're at the same level. We're about to challenge Raw for being the longest episodic
They don't want
podcast.
it. They don't want it. They don't want it.
Out there.
We got all
We're
their
only
shows.
like 900 episodes
Thanks.
behind.
Yeah, but for
From
podcasts,
Raw, but not for podcasts.
that's what I'm saying, right? Right? 200.
I like that.
200. That's
200.
100 twice. That's 54 times.
Yo, that's only 200
We out here getting dubs.
Wednesday, Thursday night live. You know what I'm saying?
Because
we also got a lot more content. How about all the pre-shows we've done?
There's this thing called STI. It's not a disease.
Yo, I think you have an STI.
I do.
I'm pretty sure.
I probably do.
Let me.
You got some melon?
It smells like I've been on all of them. I've been on all of them.
What's up with that yeast?
Ese porque tú eres un perro.
Motherfucker got yeast.
That sense of smell, perro.
It's a
You can
chihuahua.
smell the STI.
Not for nothing, not for nothing.
Listen, that's a vital skill in life. You can smell the
We
STIs
out here,
about
we in
it.
celebration, and just to kick things off right, like we've come a long way. We've done a lot of things, and
I come across
we've got our hands in a lot of cookie jars,
Excuse
right?
me? What you
So
being?
like I like cookies, you know, sweet
Okay.
things, stuff. Do you guys remember things weren't always this calm and soothing, right? Things were a little bit more painful back then.
You talking about episode 1?
No, I'm talking about after the episodes. Like even after the whole recording, when we pressed pause on that record, we ended shift, right? There was things behind the scenes y'all didn't even know about. Like I'm talking about Wheels of Heels, baby.
Ooh!
Like you remember that shit?
Wheels of Heels is my favorite segment.
Yeah, like you have fun with that
my
shit.
favorite
A lot of y'all don't
thing.
know that. A lot of
Yeah.
y'all don't know, but we gonna put y'all on.
This
We
is
gonna
an
put y'all
era.
on,
I think we should
baby.
bring it back.
We should bring it back.
This
I
was
don't
an
know.
era where, the masochist in each of us was alive. And I don't know if you realize, there's a coincidence between us stopping to do Wheel of Heels and us going to a wrestling school.
Yo!
I'm just saying.
That was a transition. That was a thing.
That's when we're like, you know what? Maybe we should stop now while we're at. No, let's not lie. When you broke your leg, that was the one, we gotta stop.
Ooh.
But Wheels of Heels
Wheels of Heels
was entertaining.
How about
Actually,
episode 51?
Yo,
stop it.
Oh,
That's
we
probably
gotta check that out. We gotta check that out.
Yo, I think you have that shit on your phone.
I do.
I got that right here.
You got that shit on your phone. Put that shit on right here.
Put it right here, yo.
When you get cocky,
I thought a putty
get
cat.
fucked up.
Alright, so I think it's Juice's turn, right? Juice, say something to the mic, the camera right there, yo.
Dímelo, mi gente, what up? Come join us April 7th, HPC, No Nice Things, Tailgate. Be there or be square.
Yo,
and I'm gonna be inside your mug.
Dale!
Hey, con un dedo.
That's what she said.
Hey, before I get fucked up, don't forget my hot dog. It's like,
Sí se puede.
Anybody else?
Sí se puede.
Oh!
Oh!
Oh, the pizza, man.
Oh! No nice pizza. No nice pizza.
This is real pizza.
It's not café.
No, la maldita pizza, coño.
¡Qué pizza ni pizza!
Se viene el sándwich, mamá.
pero we gotta save it.
Any last words?
Yeah, pretty much.
With the no sir.
Oh no. Even when you win, you lose. I didn't even do nothing!
Crime running, baby.
I did my job!
Don't fuck with Hugo's pizza.
That pizza slice had it coming.
Yo, come on now,
Had
bro.
it
You
coming.
had to eat the pizza?
Tenía hambre.
I ain't mad at him, though. I ain't fucking mad.
That was fun, bro.
That was good.
That was fun. And then we had a bunch of other wheelie.
There was many times when we took it way too far.
Was it?
I think that's the point.
Are you talking about episode 57?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, that's
The
probably...
Sammy episode? Yeah.
Yeah, esa misma.
Esa misma. Esa dolió.
Let's just recap them all. Let's just look at this whole cornucopia of bullshits right here.
No nice things.
We here at HPC are connoisseurs of the squared circle, you could say, and we know a thing or two about quality and cowardice. Cody Rhodes, the son of a plumber, went on to become wrestling royalty, and you, no slouch yourself, good sir, grew up by the ring apron and disrupted the system. I like you, Cody. You're the kind of guy that looked mediocrity in the face and made it your bitch. I like your style. I can respect a man who lays it out on the line and is willing to fail over and over again, which is why your cowardice surprises me. Cody, you went on to become... Look at this shit. Oh no. Look who got their hat.
What's happening? It's all black.
We had a show.
I think Vic froze.
No way. Alright.
Welcome back to Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots Wrestling's Entertainment Champions. That's right, Vince McMahon is back in the seat, Tony Khan doesn't like it, and SportKeeda is giving out awards. All this and more in the room where it happens, but first JP gotta tell him what to do.
You already know Heels, Pops, Chair Shots, Bad Guys on IG, Twitter. Welcome to all of the new listeners and followers and viewers, and of course our returning crew, those who love us, those who knows what it is with the bad guys. And when it comes to this wrestling thing, I'm JP Savage.
AP? Hey, que lo what, man? Miss you if you heard.
What is up? What is up? What is up? We are remote
just
today.
Like you on their toes, that's all.
Hey.
That's what I did. I hit y'all up at 9 o'clock and said, yo, can I come on? Yep.
And we made it work. We making it work out here, baby.
We was out here on this since 6.
I was out here painting, doing work.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Taking some self-care.
DW, do work.
Okay. We all gotta do work. Work is what, you know, it's what we do. We got to. And the bad guys do it best. And we know who to talk to because they do it best. And one person that did it best, we gonna open it up with right away. Trisha Dora doing her damn thing, putting in work, because what I heard
What she do?
is shooting the Ish alum Trisha Dora has gotten herself an 1100 day reign as champion, way more than Roman Reigns.
That's 200 days.
That's 200 more. Big ups.
Did she beat Pedro Morales' record?
I think so. Who's that guy?
Pedro Morales is at like 1,200 or 1,400 or something like that. We talked about.
That's what I'm saying. So she's close. So
She's close, actually. Yeah, that's
She got
a good
another
point.
year. She got another year left.
But man,
another year.
I'm almost more impressed that y'all did that math so quickly.
Really. I had some help.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
It's like I've been prepping for the show all night. So.
Listen,
I knew since 6 o'clock.
Inglés y barreras. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
I knew
Yo,
the
but
math.
she was there, Shalom, Trisha Dora doing a damn thing, man. I saw her out here. Damn, where was she at? She was running around the indie circuit, just killing it.
At the Mecca?
At the Mecca. Nah, she wasn't.
The
Was she at Richmond
Mecca.
Park? I know she's gonna face Leo Rush, right? JJ out here. She said Trisha Dora versus Leo Rush at GCW for the culture. I know that's coming.
For the culture. Ooh, check us out. GoPro gonna be part of that one. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, big ups to her. Big ups to that title. That title's dope as hell. And she's out here defending it. Like, she ain't out here like Roman Reigns just sitting on it.
Yo,
He's the people's champ.
Sitting on it?
the campeón of the peoples.
You see, this is why we can't have nice things.
No nice things.
Sitting where?
Yo, come on, man.
Hey.
Yo, come on, man.
Foco.com. Listen. Listen.
Foco.com for all your officially licensed merch, your NFL, your NCAA,
That's probably-
your MLB, your MLS. I'm gonna throw it out there. All of it, even your WWE. If you want officially licensed merch, go get it at Foco.com and then hit them with them fingers on HPC10, HPC10.
Hey.
Thank you, JJ.
Thank you, JJ.
Thanks, boo.
Help get us some new equipment out here.
Yeah, hook us up with a Discord link to a chat. Jump on that Discord if you could get more exclusive deals from the bad guys. And, you know, keep in the loop with the stuffs.
One, you know what's interesting? Pedro Morales actually ended up settling in here in Woodbridge Township in New Jersey.
Really?
Yeah, he passed away in Perth Amboy in 2019.
Damn. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
In
Do
2019.
I know if Church? Yeah, 2019. That was
Okay,
before
that was
pandemic.
like the other day.
Yeah. And I still don't know whether or not Church beat him because I can't do the math right now. A lot to read, a lot to read.
I thought it was in last week's notes.
You know it.
That sounds very biased.
Oh.
This is very biased.
It's hard sometimes to be unbiased. To be objective is only buffoonery to being subjective.
Oh, talk to me, JP. It sounds like you know a lot about what's coming up.
I think I know. I don't know nothing. I believe here there's some tension.
Tensiones.
PCF and I, PCF is a bit of a wizard. And, we were talking before, and we believe there's a lot of passive aggressiveness happening. People are being very petty.
I can tell from the versus sign between these two.
Is that the Capcom?
Tony
version?
Khan versus.
Shh.
I thought that was Victoria's Secret's new logo.
Oh,
Hey.
it's Victor.
No, that was Pink before she had a secret.
Yeah, word.
That's the secret, is Victor.
That's the secret. Victoria tiene un 10.
Hey, shout out to Victoria's Secret leading the community out here.
Shout out to American Dream Mall. Yeah, I went there this week. It was dope.
What?
It was dope.
What?
Yo, I can only imagine having a live wrestling event in the middle of the American Dream Mall. That shit.
That little like pavilion by the Lego.
Right.
That'd be nice.
You know what part of American Dream Mall you don't want to be by? The water park, because a helicopter fell in one of the pools.
Oh,
You
shit.
heard about that? Oh,
That's
my
crazy.
God.
Yo, but
I
you
heard.
know what you don't want to be? You don't want to be next to Tony Khan when he's getting pissed off by Helwani,
An interviewer? An unbiased one?
an unbiased interview.
So, Mitchell, do you understand what's happening here?
Ronaldoville
Ronaldo!
happening. What's happening is that Tony Khan
He
took
came out
issue-
swinging.
Tony Khan took issue that he was receiving some of the hard questions. Ariel gave it to him hard.
Hey, listen. Así viene sandwich,
I
man.
heard that's how billionaires like it, though.
Not lubricated.
And he sees him rubbing elbows with the E, and he's like, "Oh, wait a minute, why did I get the hard questions, right?"
Yeah. So, like on the one hand, I get it. On the other hand, like stuck it the fuck up because
Right.
not for nothing. Ariel was out here asking Nick Khan questions about the WWE. Was he asking about, Vince McMahon's indiscretions and where those $13 million came from? Not really. But he was asking his questions. Now- That's his job. Tony Khan's job in this situation is to deflect the questions, right? You out here like blah, 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 blah. Right? And that's your job.
Combo breaker.
Which he
As-
did. Nobody
which
said
he-
successfully.
Which he did. But then he cried about it. And yo, you can't cry about it. The more you cry about it, the more people are gonna ask. And yo, not for nothing, but like people are gonna ask about CM Punk. People are gonna ask about like what the backstage feeling is like. Yo, honestly, I'm surprised you didn't like poke at Thunder Rosa. And
Right.
what that
Oh,
was
word.
Right.
like I think that people forget, right? Like Thunder Rosa is literally going some similar, you know what I mean, like a similar Marvel comic universe.
Well,
as
you
what
know-
CM Punk is about to go through.
I think it's kind of asinine for Tony to believe that he wouldn't get the tougher questions. He's the one that still is on the proving streak.
The
You're
what
talking about
streak?
on the proving streak, on
Oh.
the fact of trying to be a legitimate second place wrestling organization in the
He's
world.
still trying to make a name for himself.
Of course.
Right.
Who
I mean,
says
they've
he's
done a great
second
job.
place? Hold
AEW's on the
Nah,
map, but he's still got to prove himself because essentially, how long has Vinnie Mac proved himself for?
Man, he's been
I mean,
answering
he's not
tough
there
questions he's been answering tough lawsuits for years.
And here's the thing.
Fuck a question.
Here's the thing.
So, are you saying that he's supposed to be studying Vince during his interviews?
No, he needs to be.
Or,
he needs
or
to
his
be
trials for how to handle
trials.
those
Yes,
such
you
pressures?
gotta learn how to win trials to survive this
Study
game.
Vince and Bob Costas.
There you go. There you go.
That's the one you got to study. Which is the one
then
that he
watch the
says
Met
Brett
Gala.
screwed Brett. That's the one you got to
That
study.
first one. That was the intro.
That was the intro, right? Listen, here's the thing, right?
That's Vince's rookie year.
Tony Khan's out here crying about like receiving the questions, but like you said, Vince has been getting hard questions his whole life. Yo, the whole steroid trial, he had to eat that, right? He had to eat the whole era of wrestling that was like, yo, this shit is fake. I just saw a video of Hulk Hogan choking somebody out because they said wrestling was fake, right? And we all know the slap heard around the world.
Right.
When my man smacked the reporter that was like, yo,
Toma coño.
he said, yo, what you heard? What you hear about this slap? No,
Geraldo, baby. He slapped Geraldo, baby.
word. So, like,
Republican.
Now it makes sense. Now it makes sense.
it does make sense.
I just want to mention he's conservative. So.
Subscribe and like. Subscribe and like right now. Right now, hit that button.
Yeah.
Hit that. But
Too sweet that button.
My thing is, like, do we really think that? I mean, did he really not understand that WWE is where the bag is at, always? And for any journalist with some self-respect and integrity, the Mecca is the E. Where you would want to work with is the E. So to see him, especially in their hometown, the fact that he's working with them, 100%.
Here's what I don't
100%. Come
what
on
I
now.
really don't get.
To quote
When it
unquote
comes to
Tony.
monetary social coin, you have to rub elbows with everybody. Keep it clean. Wherever there's opportunity, you have to step on it. So Tony Khan just needs to chill out.
Yeah.
And it's so petty. It's so petty that even Michael Cole jumped on this.
Yo.
It's relevant.
To quote Tony, he goes, "Good luck with your unbiased journalism." And well, luck was on his side the following weekend at Elimination Chamber, where Michael Cole just references as the unbiased, world-renowned sports journalist Ariel Helwani.
No, so apparently Michael Cole told him before the show, like, yo, watch how I announce you.
Yo, that's crazy.
Because everybody got a big pop out of this whole shit. But
Good
here's
for
the
him.
thing, right? I got to come back to Tony Khan because, my man, you are out here, right, as the second fiddle, like JP said. But you praise every word that comes out of Dave Meltzer's mouth.
Ooh.
Every word, not one word, all of the words.
Okay.
All the words that come out of Dave Meltzer's mouth and all the words that come out of his dingy, dirty fingertips.
Wow.
Dirty ass
Wow.
fingertips.
Wow. What were you doing with Papa Smurf?
You live on them words like it's sauce. And Helwani's the one that gets the beef for it. Now, yo, Ariel, like, I mean, I'm not crazy about him, but I don't hate him. Like, he's just, I find that he lacks a lot of character, to be honest. But whatever, that's just me. I don't find him very interesting. But I do see that he interviews mad people, so it's just part of the game.
Right. Nah, it definitely is part of the game, man. He gotta toughen up.
Look, no matter how he got his clout, you gotta respect the fact that he's the name of the game, and that's it. It is what it is, and it comes with the territory. And Tony Khan, you have not just realized, you trying to be the face of your own product, you're gonna be scrutinized. You're gonna be interrogated. You're gonna be antagonized. You're gonna be prosecuted.
All the eyes is
Everything's gonna happen.
anything that's eyes, he's gonna get.
It's gonna happen to you because you're the name.
Castradized.
You're trying to be you.
Yo,
You're trying to
bro.
be you. So what the fuck?
Yo,
We
I
lost
just,
JP. He had a hot take and we lost him.
yo,
I'm saying.
it's for the best. But at least, but so JJ brings up a point. Right? How about mentioning the new TV series instead? So at the time that Ariel interviewed him, right, the TV series had not been announced yet, but it did get announced last night as the big announcement. Big announcement. There's
Big
gonna be a new
announcement.
AEW All Access, which is more like a behind-the-scenes kind of look at things. I assume it will be like kayfabe,
Yeah.
but it'll probably be kayfabe the same way like Total Divas was kayfabe.
Or is it gonna be more of what we're seeing from the E now with post pay-per-views? Where it's like a press conference type situation.
Well, it's not a press conference situation though.
No, it's all access, so it's like backstage, right?
It's backstage stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
So they'll probably be following people along, recording stuff for.
It'll be interesting to see MJF backstage for sure.
MJF.
Sure.
I
For sure. And JJ, let's not forget that Tony Khan being talked about in the media at all is still promotion for this new TV series and product as a whole. So the objective is still being met. As far as AEW and the product being discussed, because you're talking about Tony Khan. That's why, once again, I say he has to understand the full dynamics of it. And you know, it's a reason why when it comes to his father's industry and his business, there's less optics to it, right? You're more behind the scenes. You're playing a double role, Bobby.
Yo, JJ said he's not on it. Thank God. TK is on it. Tony Khan will be on the show. They're gonna be. MJF. MJF is probably gonna be on the show too. He probably won't have a lot to do with it because MJF, by nature of his character, I think less is more. And we see it with how much he's on TV and where his segments are.
I wouldn't be surprised if you see a couple camera shoves, right?
Yeah, like get this out of my face. Get this out of my face.
Get this out of my face.
Yeah, I can see that. But MJF is probably not going to be on it too much. But Tony Khan said he would, or at least the word is that Tony Khan would be. Nobody doesn't want to see that. JJ, that's a double negative. That means people want to see that. I'm just letting you know. I mean, the way grammar works.
Teachers be
Grammar
teaching. Teachers be teaching.
A little bit of English. Yo, but I am excited about the show because I think that this is the first step in getting rid of being the elite. I think that the Young Bucks have already talked about how they don't want to do it anymore. Right? They don't want to do being the elite anymore. They feel like it's a lot of work and they're doing it for free. Right? And I think this is the first step in kind of getting rid of that, right? Like kind of moving beyond that and doing a more formal AEW show. Because being the elite in a lot of ways was like a backstage thing, right? Like it was like the life and times of different wrestlers.
I mean, it was also carrying storylines into AEW itself.
Yeah.
Very, very
that is
minuscule
true.
storyline,
man.
but yeah.
Sorry about that.
I mean, his whole ass nose.
I mean, it's a great way to.
Se sacó tres peos.
It's a great way to
He
remove
morphed
the
up,
concept for sure, in a more formalized manner. It just sucks because honestly, that would have been an opportunity for some type of entertainment company to step in. You know, I don't know. What?
Some kind of entertainment. You sound like you're in need of some kind of entertainment. You sound like somebody I know.
Ooh.
Who's that?
Ay, el muerto.
El muertico.
My man
que le
needs
para.
some serious entertainment because this retirement shit ain't it, fam. This retirement shit can
as
rest
my
in
good
peace.
Dominican friends would say to Mr. Undertaker, hazte una buen paja y vete a dormir. Yo, my man, oh man, you've been dead for fucking 30 years, bro. Subscribe and like right now.
You're gonna tell a dead man to go to sleep.
You pop and check.
Yo,
Telling a dead man to go to sleep.
you've
That's
been
crazy.
killing it. You've been killing the game for so long. There is no way you can reasonably expect to find something that is going to take your passion like he had in the ring. There's not. Like, that's one thing I think the Undertaker was not prepared for. Is I don't wrap his head around like, all right, what the fuck am I gonna do now? I think, it's time to retire. Those are two different thoughts.
Yeah.
And they're two different conversations. And I think he was grappling with the first part of that. It's like, damn, I think I should retire. Damn, I think I should retire. But I don't think he ever thought like, all right, when I do, then what?
Right.
What's the next step? What's the next plan?
And that's how you find yourself in this situation, right? He did the one man dead show or the one dead man show or whatever, and he's got that kind of going like as a.
Isn't it like a tour?
Yeah, it's a tour.
It was a tour. Yeah.
Similar
What happened to his shit with Netflix and the New Day?
That shit, it flopped.
It
flopped.
did. Wow.
It was
Or
corny.
did they cancel it because of Big E?
I had that one and done run for Halloween, and that's it.
Yeah, no, I think it was just a Halloween thing. It was just
So it was like
Oh, okay. That's like a special.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it was a special. You know?
But I
it
feel
was terrible.
I think.
But-
That, oh no, go ahead, JP.
Oh, what I was gonna say is that, damn,
You forgot.
really?
JP forgot what he was gonna say.
Yep.
Yo, but the thing with Undertaker is that, you've been doing this for so long. Like,
I
how
know.
have you not thought about what the next stage is gonna
So
be?
so
And
so
you're
is the
already in
Undertaker.
there. Like, he's in entertainment and he's well known and he's world renowned. And I think he really is missing an opportunity here. I don't know what that opportunity is. Maybe it's acting. Maybe it's something else. But
You think he
there
still
really,
act?
like, he's got a small window of opportunity where people still remember him, and he needs to go do something with it to make
Right.
his coin.
And you know what I mean, is it a conversation about coin, or is it just he's bored? Because I'll tell you what he could be doing right now is spending time with his family, is being there to raise his daughter, which, you know, he hasn't had an opportunity to do in his illustrious career.
Yeah, but
That's why he
JP,
had a kid late.
but
And
he
also,
said, what did he say? He said it's been a horrible transition into retirement. He might as well have been like, I hate my damn family. I want to go back on the road.
nah. What happens is that he has the Willie Loman syndrome, death of a salesman. What happens here is that the man has lived his life on the road. He has been the epitome of sports entertainment for a long time, and now he's settled in with so much information, so much experience, and he's just at home. Imagine a cyclone that just stops. That shit is gonna have some PTSD. He's uncomfortable being at home.
But
This
why
is
not
the
work?
plight of the traveling man. This is the plight of anybody that works in this type of industry, any type of athlete, performer, etc. Shout outs
Why
to
not
those that
go-
live in cruise lines.
Why not go work for me as an agent or as a trainer at the performance center?
Because he's the Undertaker.
He could do
And-
so much more for that.
Right.
And
Like,
JJ, old school
I
will
think-
definitely pay for that.
I think that when it comes look, when it comes to wrestlers, right? There's like B and C level wrestlers those are the trainers. Like, yeah, you
Right.
go back and train it. Like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, you had a really solid career, but you know, when it comes a day where it's like, all right, now I teach other people how to have a solid career.
Right.
And to be honest, those are the ones that are probably more qualified to do so.
Yeah, I
I've
mean,
seen it all.
look at the
You know what I'm
best
saying?
coaches, right? Look at the best coaches in every sport. They're usually people that had some, but not all, the success.
Right.
Kobe
Right.
Bryant himself was like, I'm never going to be a head coach. And he never will. But he said that he
Jerry
would never be a
Lynn.
head coach. Why? Because he didn't understand how people could not do the things that he did.
Right.
Because that was just normal to him. So it comes to a situation. Look at Jerry Lynn, Renan LaVille. You're right, Renan. Jerry Lynn's out here. Not to say that he didn't have a legendary career, but was he Stone Cold Rock, Triple H, Undertaker?
In a different universe, maybe.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like where in ECW?
Yeah. In
Jerry
ECW.
Lynn was a star in ECW.
I'm not saying he wasn't. Maybe, but that doesn't mean he was the star of wrestling. Like
he
was,
wasn't
Right,
over like a
right,
Rock,
right,
like a
right.
Stone Cold.
he wasn't one of the top players in the game.
Right.
He was the top player on his team, if you
Yeah.
want to look at it like
That's
that.
a good way to put it.
You know what I'm saying? So Jerry Lynn is actually, he wasn't a crossover guy, right? But Jerry Lynn's actually a good example of what I'm talking about. Jerry Lynn's a good BC level player that came back, coached, he's doing his thing, right? Undertaker, I think he's beyond that. I think he's above that. I think he's reached a certain level. Like, all right, Peyton Manning, I think is a good parallel, right? Peyton Manning had this long, illustrious career, where even like at the end of his career, he was still like in Super Bowl.
Tom Brady, hello.
Tom Brady.
He
Right.
just signed.
Tom Brady might be the best parallel, but I guess the. All right, bet.
I didn't even put Tim Duncan up there.
Put Tom Brady in that. Yeah, but I'm gonna give you both Tom Brady and Peyton Manning.
But
And
they
this-
both had shit to go to after though. Oreo commercials and analysts.
No, this is where it's different. All right, Tom Brady has other things to do, but he doesn't have a next step.
Okay,
Right?
okay.
I don't think that part is clear, and I think that's why he keeps coming and going.
Who? Tom
Right.
Brady?
Tom Brady. But
Tom Brady just gonna get paid $350 million to be a broadcaster.
yeah, but they were gonna give him that money regardless. I think that he's not made up on what he wants to do, and that's why he divorced his wife, and that's why he went to a different team. And I think that he's
No,
been.
but he just signed it, brother.
I know he just signed it, JP, but in the course of like the last couple of years, like he's been really undecided about what his final chapter is gonna look like. Peyton Manning.
So you're saying Peyton's gonna do the same? It's gonna be feeling like the Undertaker a little bit.
Hear me out. Peyton is what Undertaker could be or should be, right? Peyton ended his career, went into broadcast and found a niche for himself, where he does that Monday Night Football shit with his brother, where he's got like this persona that lends itself to like, oh, anytime I need a professional athlete in this caliber, I can get a Peyton Manning to do that commercial, right? Like Peyton Manning
Shout out
kind
to
of
Eli.
himself as that personality, right? Whereas I don't think Tom Brady's all over the place. He's got commercials and he's got deals and he's got and I don't think he's really solidified himself in one way or another. Peyton Manning has found himself a path. That path might not be forever, obviously, but he's found himself at least a path for now.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Undertaker has not found himself a path. Undertaker is trying to. I think he just sat back. He's like, all right, retired. I made that decision. Now I'm gonna make that other decision.
You know what part of the problem is?
He fucked up.
Part of the problem is that Undertaker's character, for as beloved as it was, for a character that was as renowned as it is, that will live in our memories, will be in our minds rent free forever, right? It was very one-dimensional. So, like anything else we see from the Undertaker is kind of so extra, and it's not what people are used to. So I could see this being the problem, but I give you a solution. You know what the Undertaker should do? He should do what many of these athletes and these performers I've tried to do, and yes, there's some journalistic aptitude behind it, but start doing interviews. And you know who should interview first? The Bella Twins. Because it seems as though the Bella Twins got a lot to say.
Oh.
Now they're mad because they have been left out of.
Damn it! I didn't want to finish this Undertaker conversation.
That's
I'm
our
ready to
segue.
let Undertaker go.
So the hell,
Neither
Just
was
like
Vince.
Undertaker was not ready to let his career go. Right, but
Ooh.
Ronaldo Bill said something really interesting that I did want to. I know I crashed his transition, but Ronaldo Bill said something really interesting. Some guys don't coach because their talent is inherited, not learned like Taker. And I see your point, but raise you the fact that Taker could not stand people in this generation. Every opportunity that he's gotten, he's shat on current people and the current generation.
I think it's still
He
a great
said-
transition.
He said nice things about certain people, right? Bray Wyatt included. But in terms of the generation, like he can't coach this generation. He'd be fucking furious.
Didn't he clown on them though?
Yeah,
Clown on this generation.
multiple
saying that
times.
they're
Multiple
soft.
times. Oh, they're soft. All they do is play video games. He would not be able to understand why these guys can't do. They can't go 4 or 5 Broadway shows like in a day, right? Go in an hour, 4 or 5 matches in one day. He couldn't. He probably can't wrap his mind around that. When today's athletes have
Take the Xboxes away.
Right. No, the fact that they won't end up at the bar after that's a problem.
Yeah.
Like Kofi Kingston said himself, right? He was being interviewed and he's like, "Yo, I don't drink like that, but after matches and stuff, like we just hang out in the back and play video games."
Up, up, down, down, baby.
That's crazy to me, right? That's crazy to me because even like when I played semi-pro, like that's what we did. We played football and then we went boom and we got together and we were drinking, right? Or some people were drinking during the game.
Right.
What else is-
This shit
That was a
out here killing it, semi-pro, holla.
I mean, yeah.
Everybody had their own special powers.
I mean, something like that. But you know who didn't have a special power?
Bam! Segway!
Don't want to hear anyone talking to or with the Bella Twins ever again. Go ahead, JP. I'm gonna let you have it.
Just for the record, my segue was way better.
Not denying that.
This is tight, man. They tight. They have not received the recognition they feel that they deserve as Hall of Famers, as culture shifting divas of the industry.
Divas.
And this is true. It seems as though apparently, folks, the Total Divas went total crazy, and was killing the ratings, and it was doing great things, and was overshadowing a lot of the popularity in the E. Talk to people. What happened?
Overshadowing is strong. Overshadowing is strong. But they got noticed. Noticed enough to get in trouble in 2013 when the Divas decided to win Diva of the Year, Brie and Nikki. And they got scorned for it. But listen, I guess the eyes and the viewers that they brought along was not the eyes and the viewers that Vince wanted for the product.
These two women were over in 2013.
Yeah, they were. And even so that they were more over than, I guess, one of Union City's own.
Ooh, because that's the question, right? Who was the champion at that time? Who was at the top of the booking?
Princess AJ Lee.
AJ Lee. All right, first of all, respect.
Union
Second
City,
of all,
stand up.
The Queen of Ghost Town.
I find everything that Bree said in this, or Nikki said in this bullshit.
It was Nikki.
It was Nikki. All right,
it was both of them.
All over the place. It was both of them. Is that twin magic? Whatever that one said. I find it insane. I find it insane because of the way that they got the super push on TV. They're out here. First, they were out here complaining about WWE. Raw 30, right?
Raw 30 was
right. And that is a legitimate gripe. I get that. Like, all right, Raw 30 didn't feature any women. Blah blah blah. I get that. That's
three
an important
X's.
thing. It had not relevant, but okay, I hear you. but to complain about that they control who comes out and who doesn't, and it's not the crowd and blah blah blah. Sit your ass down. Had Vince not felt compelled to put you on TV, you would not be on TV, right? If Vince didn't, because everything you're saying is what got you to that point. And let's be real.
Real. Okay.
Let's be real.
Okay.
Let's be.
I would have gone somewhere.
If the Bellas were not at the top of the food chain when Total Divas came out, Total Divas would have been a dud anyway.
Is this fair?
All right. The fact of the matter is that Total Divas came out when the Bella Twins were at the top of their streak, if you will, and when they were at the peak of their popularity. It came on at a time that really allowed non-wrestling fans to capture some of that content. It gave other divas the opportunity to show something on TV, right? It came around in a time where like women were not getting a whole lot of TV time, so this was a whole nother opportunity to be on TV. It gave the women that exposure in that sense. I don't know, maybe I don't remember exactly, but whatever. But I don't remember Total Divas being like the hottest shit since sliced bread. And that WWE lost control of it, and it was such a thing. Is that revisionist history? Am I wrong, or do y'all remember Total Divas?
It's not that it was a big thing, but it was their source. It was their source of come up. It was how they got there.
At one point, I believe at one point they had higher ratings than the Kardashians.
Yeah,
maybe.
The Kardashians is E's top show.
Like, unfortunately, what we're not realizing is that right now, you're talking about an industry that we're not as familiar with. The divas on E, Total Divas, they brought in a whole new lens to the wrestling world. I mean, the whole demographic, whole new demographic. And the thing is that the Bellas, as you mentioned, Mischief, the Bellas were, they were able to understand the reality world just like the Miz does.
And this is why they continue dabbing in that. I mean, Nicole is a Brie that's in that show. That's
And then you
called
got that spin-off. It went from Total Divas to Total Bellas, right?
right, Total Bellas. And you had the stories about their love interests and their families and their four and Dancing with the Stars. You know what I mean? There was a lot of things. They were able to merge into so many other mainstream avenues because of the Bellas. So the gripe when it comes to Nikki, I feel you in the sense of like they should be getting more respect in that end. But baby girl, you're already Hall of Famer. What else did you want? Like,
Yeah, you're definitely a Hall of
at the end of
Famer.
the day, like Ronaldville says, you're not opening up a school anytime soon. Like we're not talking about that you revolutionized the product in the ring, you revolutionized the product in the reality world, and that's great.
I'm looking up some of the numbers, right? It was canceled. It went from 2013 to 2019, and in 2013 it had about 1.09 million viewers. All right. It had other points in time where it was at 1.5. So it was beating Dynamite when you think about it, right? So hey,
Okay.
that's a discussion.
The standards, you mean, right? So yeah.
I mean, it was a different time. Like 2013 was a different time in wrestling. It was a different time. Yo, we talk about the Diva era. That was a whole different world. But
Ugh, they don't belong.
both Total Divas and Total Bellas was canceled due to low ratings and a lack of interest. So we go from like peaks to a valley, right? Where people are just like, nobody's watching this, so let's get the fuck out of here. In terms of what the Bella said, as far I felt like it was the first time he lost control of what he could make and could not make. When Brie and I won Diva of the Year, we got in trouble and I got yelled at, and I remember we came back so happy and da-da-da. It's because you brought in all these new viewers. I think that really what it comes down to it is like, yeah, they got popular, but then they weren't the main chicks on the storylines anymore. Like,
Yeah, because then AJ started wrestling.
right. and Brie started botching.
Right.
He started getting like,
And then we all saw where that went. AJ's
Yes.
pipe bomb.
yes.
Factual
Yes.
pipe bomb, by the way.
So I just find this whole comment, like the Bellas commenting on all of this, really interesting because you're complaining about getting opportunities to be on air, but you were part of 2 whole ass shows that were just for you, right? And then to say that like, he lost control, he made the damn show. Vince made the show for you. So I just find that crazy to think that like, he lost control. No, he did exactly what he does, and it's he does shit like putting Sami Zayn in a position to really be like that dude.
I want to get there.
"Alright,
I want to get
gonna
there.
do a hard right to Cody Rhodes.
I want to get there.
Right.
I want to get there. But we gotta make a stop before we get there, because
Go ahead.
all this diva talk is just, it's too much for me. I can't no more. We gotta get it off the screen. That era is gone, long gone. None of the divas could ever pull off such a masterpiece, such a goal that a woman's wrestler can only do in Japan. Talk to me about Mercedes Moné, guys. I know JJ is so excited about it.
Mercedes Moné, definitely her dream, her childhood dream come to reality as in this past weekend NJPW's events. You had her win the title versus Kyrie. Great
Battle in the Valley.
Battle in the Valley. Yes. Great event. Multiple matches. Honestly, for me, the Jay White and Eddie Kingston match, between the promo and what they delivered in the ring, that was something else. Great performance, especially after a night of Elimination Chamber. We came off a night where we were enjoying Elimination Chamber, and then we got the beautiful treat, what is Battle in the Valley.
That's right.
Shout outs to Mercedes Moné, now the new face of that women's division at that point. And let's see what happens. Let's see if she can get the ball rolling. The look was very interesting. She looking thicker than a snigger.
Hey.
And I always do that. You're asking for my opinion, so like,
You guys catch that video of her meeting Kenny in the back?
Hey.
Dope.
and also FTR, right? Am I wrong?
Yup.
Yeah.
I thought the match was pretty good. I thought the match it could have been better.
And I don't know
JJ
whose fault was.
JJ goes thick where?
Well, a little thicker than NXT days. JJ, I'm sorry. I mean, her
Healthier,
frame doesn't allow
healthier,
for so
JP,
much.
healthier. She looks
She's
Looking
healthier.
healthy.
She
She's
look
healthy right
healthier.
now. Yeah, she looks healthy. I say
JP
thick with love.
He thinks we're a different part of his anatomy, but the problem is,
Wow. Blue
I
Chew.
wonder if Monet will get the exposure that she's looking for in Japan, or is she going to bring that exposure to Japan?
Ooh.
Right. Will
What?
people are not watching Japanese wrestling on a global level, right? Locally, like people watch it. Like I watch it from time to time. JJ watches it. Right? I know you guys pop it on when you get the chance. But
If you want to watch Japanese wrestling, tune in tonight, 10 p.m. right after Impact on Access TV, baby.
all right, then there you go. But will she really bring those eyeballs to NJPW? Will people watch?
Well, I think what you have there is an opportunity for two industries to grow because, as you know, Mercedes Moné is dabbling in Hollywood. I wouldn't say she's a marquee name at the moment, but she is in there.
She has a name.
definitely
She
has-
has a name.
She has a name for sure. Not a Dave Batista name, but she has a name right now. And it just brings exposure to that industry as well. It brings exposure, especially considering that it's something different. It's something a little different when you talk about Japanese wrestling. And that's why Kai Muto was talking this week about how interesting it would be if Japanese wrestling could go on a world tour once a year. And as popular as anime and manga is, would they be able to venture into into AEW and kind of that world when it comes to anime and manga, those characters? And this could be a focus of the women's wrestling division. And women in anime in particular, those worlds collide beautifully. So I think that would be an awesome opportunity, for exposure. I think, especially one of the main issues I believe that you have when it comes to Japanese talent transitioning over to the US is the language barrier. What if you were to have a segment or shows when it comes to an anime manga feel where you have a narrator? And at this point, then the need for them to kind of put over the show or get on the mic kind of is moved out of there, right? I think it's a dope idea. Would definitely like to see it through. Maybe somebody in Japan gets motivated and starts us off.
Yo, JJ called it. Mercedes Moné versus Thunder Rosa.
Ooh.
I'm here for that.
I know.
I'm definitely here for that.
She spoke to Mickey James on Busted Open, and she was talking about potentially having that matchup. That would be a dope matchup too.
Oh, for sure.
Thunder Rosa was talking about that.
Mickey James mentioned that she would be open to having a match with Mercedes Moné.
I could watch Mickey James wrestle a broom.
But I bet, see,
I can watch Mickey James doing anything. Make a cake.
but
But I bet you won't listen to her music.
Thunder Rosa, she's an Ish alum, by the way, but Thunder Rosa saying, oh, I would definitely like to work with Mercedes Moné is like me saying, yo, I would definitely work with Moxley. Like,
Right.
Vas a sangrar.
honestly, if Roman was down, I'd be down.
You vas a sangrar.
No shit. Like, no.
Yes, there will
I
be
say
blood.
It's an opportunity that's not very able to be guaranteed.
No, I'm saying it's like Thunder Rosa is making that comment to Mickey James like Mercedes Moné is beneath her, right?
Okay.
Where Mercedes Moné is all the fuck up here,
Right.
right? I would work with her.
So you're saying it's like LeVar Ball calling out Jordan?
That what?
What you saying is like LeVar Ball calling out Jordan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Nah, I mean, I disrespect Mickey James that much.
That's okay.
But
Making a verbal.
who don't sort of really the parallel with anime and WWE so superhero.
You cutting up, Mischief. My bad.
Because I'm not employed like that, so my mic doesn't. But it's sabotaging me and shit. So, Budo brought up an interesting point with the whole anime parallel that JP was making. I wonder if the missing piece really is women's wrestling. I don't think that's the key, but I think that's certainly a component. And I think that if Mercedes Moné have a well-known name, an established name, I think not using Sasha Banks because people don't know her, right? But being recognizable overseas and getting those eyes, I think we're gonna go a long way. And if NJPW makes a bunch of moves, honestly, when is their Wrestle King?
January 4th.
It passed, right?
Yeah.
Right. She came out in Wrestle King.
Yeah.
I wish she could have wrestled at Wrestle King. I really would have liked to have seen her come out early. And
So you mean like a bigger platform in Japan?
yeah.
So that's what's missing, to see her as champion, to see her in Japan. That's what we're right now.
But I will say that I think that Tony Scott, you hear me, Tony Scott.
Tony Scott.
He recently spoke about AEW and New Japan Forbidden Door Part 2 this year. So is this an opportunity for us to see Mercedes Moné?
I heard a little birdie told me.
Oh, MJF was talking to a little birdie.
Ooh-wee. So this little birdie said, all right, well, it's not a little birdie, but
Pio.
So Twitter is the little birdie. And what I heard was
little blue birdie.
Forbidden Door. Blue shoe? Forbidden Door in the Tokyo Dome.
Okay, now we talking.
I see, said the blind man.
Now we talking.
So that would be a great opportunity for
That's a
Mercedes
big
Moné
upgrade.
to wrestle in an AEW card, but still be in Japan, not have to deal with AEW fans and bullshit and everything that comes with like US
And bullshit.
stuff, and then be able to pull fans from the States to watch Japanese wrestling. I think that's going to be a really great gateway if
That's one way to do it.
it's realized, for sure.
That's some serious booking right there. That might take some kind of genius at work, some kind of mastermind thinking. Only one person can come up with some shit like that, I think.
Are you talking about the Vinnie Mac?
Is he back in creative?
You talking about the man right now that's wasting more money on attorney fees than anybody? Oh baby. Yeah, Vinnie Mac. So word has it, the talent is working. They're concerned about Vinnie Mac and the statements being made by Triple H as far as he's back. He can have suggestions, he can have input, but at the end of the day, I have the last call. And it's interesting because we're coming off an era right now where the E has been great. It has been pretty great. The way that Triple H has been able to book, honestly, Elimination Chamber was a dope pay-per-view. Possibly seen some of the best Elimination Chambers thus far. And I know this has been talked about throughout the week already, but we have to still give it its credit.
I'm with
was great.
JJ. What do you mean back? He never left. Like, listen, I love Sean Ross and everything. I just don't feel like this was worth the 5 seconds or minutes that it took to tweet. Like, this shit was like
What I find, look, you bunch of idiots, right? Like, from the moment it was announced that Vince was gonna step away, that was a lie. That was all. Yeah, yo, watch Succession. Yo, I've said this before. He was not stepping away. He was stepping away on paper.
On the paper it said, though.
He was stepping away in a practical sense. He was not stepping away literally. He wasn't backing away from his company. That was not going to happen. And honestly, as soon as he came back, the first thing we said was he's going to be in the creative decision-making process. Nah. He's not. He's not making decisions. Yo, slowly but surely.
Who's Shirley?
Shirley got bent over and turned.
Shirley
is back. But he ain't never left. That was all a ruse. That was all a lie. That was all a way to kind of like circumvent any of the issues that would come about from that litigation. But once that shit is passed and they're really focusing on shareholder value and all that stuff that they talked about, because the thing is, right, People tell you who they really are. You just gotta listen, and people are not paying attention. The fact of the matter is that Vince never made any qualms about who he is or how he goes about his business. You just ain't listening, right? He's been done this, and everybody has said this, right? Triple H has made note that he's like, I wouldn't mind if Vince came around, but it's my shit, right? I run creative. Until, hey, move, asshole, it's my seat. And he gets to make decisions. No. When it comes to WWE, there's only one guy that's going to make those decisions. And as soon as he's in the room, I don't care what you think you thought you were, all right? He's him. Vince is him.
Vince is the guy.
Sells the company. And yo, don't get it twisted, all right? I want to tell you something. Y'all seen Wrestle Inc., right? Y'all know Wrestle Inc.
Of course.
Shout out to
Wrestling,
Wrassling.
come on now.
Nick
Shout out.
Hausman, my dude.
They've got a tremendous wealth of resources and knowledge and all that stuff, right? And they've got a website and a bunch of podcasts, and they do a lot, right? But my man Raj started the whole thing.
Who playing with their mic?
Right? Raj started the whole business. He started Wrestling. I don't think he was by himself, but he started it, sold it, runs it now. So he's running it, but it's not his no more. Y'all see how that works? Do you see? Do you get what I'm trying to say here?
The paper.
Vince is
He
gonna
sold,
sell
so he
the damn
sold it, but he's still a booker.
Right.
He's just gonna sell it, but he's gonna sell it to whoever lets him sit in that chair, whoever lets him keep that power.
And that's what Triple H essentially said when asked that question in the post press conference, post elimination chamber, when somebody was brazen enough. The last question, second to last question.
I don't like
to
raisins.
Ask him about the selling of the company. He said at the end of the day, he's like, I love what we just did right now. What we just did right there, this is what we do it for. So whoever's gonna allow us to do that, we're listening.
Okay.
That's what he said. That's essentially what he said.
So my question is,
and it's, yeah. What's your question?
my question is, if the company sells for the $9 billion that it's estimated worth for right now.
I don't know if that's the estimated worth or if that's what Vince wants for.
All right, I think that's what I think that's the asking price that Vince is asking for. But so if they give him that money, but they give him no creative control in booking the show, then what? Does he take the offer or no?
He won't.
I don't think so. Flex in the building. Here.
You're Mr. Flex with the raid.
I think Vince will only take offers that keep him in the seat. And I don't think if he's not in the seat, I don't think he's with it.
So the question is then at this point, if Vince is still in creative control, like to a certain degree, is what Triple H saying true? Is Triple H filtering a lot of the shit that Vince possibly wants to do? Is the collaboration? Because at the end of the day, you have to give Vince credit for some things. Over the last 30 years, Vince has done so many things right and a lot of things wrong. But does Triple H have some type of control? And also, when I learned that JoJo's related to Triple H?
Ooh.
Her name is Levesque.
JoJo the JoJo?
JoJo the singer, yeah. I don't know if they're related, but her last name is Levesque. I'll be damned.
Hey.
Oh, no shit.
The redheaded chick?
Oh, yeah. She likes the chocolate.
Yo, why? Why?
Because her boyfriend look like me.
Hey!
Because her boyfriend look like me. I'm trying to tell you.
We got just
let you
enough
know.
time for the
Listen, when
HPC
there's
of the week,
opportunities,
gentlemen.
Era un
When
chocolate con
there's
pasa.
movement happening, Bobby, you gotta put the bird out there. You know what I'm saying? Then we have chances. We have shots.
What Jay, I'm
And
scared
that's
to
what
ask.
John Cena's saying.
What's John
John
Cena's?
Cena.
Oh no.
Yo, John
Oh
Cena.
no.
Mr. Pomodoro, Mr. Come Over, Mr. Hefty Glad sponsor, Mr. Yeah. John Cena. Yo, the man said he was dared once to sleep with a 280-pound woman and successfully completed the task.
That was his hip hop of the week.
So the thing about this is you have to read between the pounds and you have to realize
Read between
what
the
are we talking about right here, right? because
Nia Jax,
talking about
I'm
John
coming.
Cena. Yo, at the end of the day, yeah, we talking about 280.
I think that he
voluptuous
found
woman.
that hole. I think he found that hole that night.
Listen, so we think it's Nia Jax.
Yeah.
That's
a lot of
been-
people.
It's a lot of
Either
people.
that or it was the Bella
Jackson.
twins at the same time.
The Bella twins at the same.
Yo. Pop of the week definitely goes to Mr. MJF, yo. Shouting out to Birdie. His promos, they cut deep. And like he kind of gets you with the fucking guilt trip. Like, oh, I wanted a family. And she turned on me. She left me when I got on one knee. And you, every time you wrestle, that's disrespecting everything I want. You taking for granted what you have is a beautiful family. I'm gonna beat your ass. Something along those lines. But he cuts very sensitive.
I'm
with
gonna
his
beat you
heel
because you have a wife and kids.
yeah, right?
I mean, you break it down, it kind of sounds dumb, but that promo was dope.
It
makes it work.
was. Like, I can't fucking lie. Like, he got me. He fucking got me.
Oh, Renat Laville and me tonight. Yo, we on a wavelength, right? MJF has a formula, but it works, and that was gonna be my next point. Is that MJF has a rhythm
Yeah.
that he creates, right? That he just, all right, he's gonna put you through a bunch of tasks. He's gonna set you up, and then he's gonna hit a bunch of promos that are gonna knock it out the park. And I know some people like JJ, you're just not cultivated in a certain way.
Wait, is MJF Jigsaw?
Yo, maybe a little bit. Yo, it's MJF Jigsaw. You gotta have
baby.
You gotta understand. It's not always the same lame joke. It's not. It's a catchphrase. He's got the same lame catchphrase.
At the end of it, yeah. At the end, he punches.
But every
He doesn't
promo
capitalize on it.
is a little different because it capitalizes on a different element of the story, right? First, he put you in this a couple weeks ago when he talked about the car crash, right?
Right.
Think about what he did there. He put you on this emotional roller coaster where he was like his girl, this and that, and the love of his life, and blah, blah, blah. But he took her out the driver's seat. I mean, he put her in the driver's seat because that way they find her there, right? That he was going to do whatever it takes. Again, pulls at your heartstrings. And you could even say for no good damn reason, but pulls at your heartstrings.
Right. For no good damn reason. Exactly.
But it was compelling, right? You can say the same about a lot of television, but you know what it's not? It's not lazy.
Okay.
Every element of his promos is, I think, carefully crafted,
Yes.
right? There isn't, I'm just going to
It
throw
takes
this
energy to be that evil.
Yo, it does.
Yeah.
And
As we've seen with any villain, in
24/7
any
as well.
movie, in life, there's a lot of work that happens behind the scenes to make somebody hate you as much as they do. And that's what MJF specializes in. And it's a bit, the fact that you don't like it is the point. Because we see what he's doing, and he's doing it time and time again. He's going overtime. This is like the 15th week I've been on this product, and we're saying that MJF had a dope promo.
JJ just out here showing her true love for the man MJF.
JJ just said some shit, and I want to make this very clear. Same shit, different toilet, right? Same
Toilet paper.
same shit,
Different
toilet
Yankee paper. I
You still
mean,
need to take that shit, though.
toilet paper.
How many memorable shits have you taken?
Well, there's a
Shout
few.
out.
There's a
Think
few.
about it. How many memorable shits have you taken?
I-
Now, every memorable shit that you just thought of was not for a good reason, right? So the good ones are the ones that you don't remember. Let's keep that in mind, number one. Number two, you know what you do remember? Shitty toilet paper. Remember that shit, right? He's out here. He's out here killing it every time he comes out, and it might feel formulaic, and it might feel redundant, and it might feel a lot of things, but what it's not is lazy, and what it's not is boring, because he comes out here with a different element, right? Kind of pulls at your heartstrings, kind of gets you invested in that match, and guess what? You hate him. You hate him, and that's the point.
Right.
We are cut from a different cloth, ladies and gentlemen. When it comes to the fucking Olympic gods that are HPC, we're just a little different. You know what I mean? We don't come from the top of Mount Olympus. We come from Hades itself. And one thing or two about being dirty. So the fact of the matter is that we kind of see where MJF is coming from, but the general population, the general public, right? They're not here for that. They're here to follow a storyline with a baby face that has to come. And if you want to talk about formula, look at the formula everywhere else.
Right.
And here's my pop/chair shot of the week. With that being said, we look at formulas all the time, and one formula that kind of went awry for the WWE was Sami Zayn.
Ooh.
And how I think they fumbled the Sami Zayn back. I think the Sami Zayn back could have been bigger in the future, but whatever. All right, they blew their load. You're here now, right? So WWE made sure that Cody Rhodes came out and immediately put Heyman in front of him. And they made it so that the crowd did not have an opportunity to hijack the show, which I think was very clever and it was very important. Because Sami Zayn could have gotten that support that Daniel Bryan got once upon a time, that the Yes Movement got.
Right.
Very
That's
quickly.
exactly what they're going for.
Very quickly, that could have been shut down.
Very quickly.
When
And
the
it
fans,
got
when the
shut
fans
down.
took over Raw.
And it got shut
Right.
down by a very good Cody Rhodes and a very good Paul Heyman. Another pair that we keep saying have had good promos.
Right.
Also, not surprising. What was the chair shot was what they did with Sammy. And it was what my whole fucking point exactly. What was my point? What are they going to do next? What do we do with Sammy? Sammy's at the top of the mountain. He goes and he faces Roman Reigns, who he's been in a compelling storyline with for 9 months or whatever the hell it is. They pretty much gonna have a kid together. And he's out here, right, putting on a hell of a show. Man, if Elimination Chamber didn't feel like WrestleMania for Sami Zayn, I don't know what could.
Right.
Except WrestleMania.
I'll tell you right now, WrestleMania's pop won't be louder than that pop for him that he got. Well, I mean, it will, obviously. But I'm saying, like, it was that crazy at Elimination Chamber, the pop for him.
And shout outs to, that's one of my pops. Shout outs to the crowd in Montreal, because not only Elimination Chamber, we also talking about SmackDown. They fucking blew up the building, bro, and you knew, like, you could feel it through the screen, bro. And that's what added to what the idea and how great of a show Elimination Chamber was. Another pop for me is Montez Ford. If that wasn't his coming out or coming to the screen party right there,
Yo, for real.
for the main event picture, like, he shined in the Elimination Chamber.
He's coming.
Fast match, but he's coming. Even the way he got kayfabe injured to allow Logan Paul to come in, it all worked beautifully because you made you feel you thought it was real, especially after the spots he pulled off.
I think one thing that gets neglected a lot is sympathy for the babyface. I think that's a very good way of building sympathy for the babyface, right? He got hurt. We have to cart him out. We need that time, that prolonged time to get him out of the ring.
You mean how they did to Bret Hart when Hogan, when they put the thing in his eyes and he lost his title? And
You really gonna talk to me about Hogan and Bret Hart? You saw that Elimination Chamber with Montez Ford?
As Booker T.
Before I was so rudely interrupted with my chair shot. Sami Zayn is now in a program with Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin. We went from Bloodline.
Nah, he going with the tag team titles with Kevin Owens, man. He gonna win the tag titles.
Corbin.
Yeah, but it's the new Baron Corbin. The JBL is Baron Corbin.
That's all the
that's
damn
gonna work.
time we have
Might
for
as
you
well
folks
be the
this
job as
week.
Baron Corbin.
That's
That's
it.
gonna work.
We can't
I'm gonna
take
go
it
with the
anymore.
Cardinals for that.
JBL and Baron Corbin gonna destroy the night for us. Y'all gonna tell them what to do on the way out. Thanks for pulling up. Legends pulled up today, man. Appreciate each and every one of y'all. Flex, thank you for the raid. JJ, thank you
Bianca
for pulling
making
up.
his gear,
Renan
making
Laville
them
always pulling up. All y'all, man, thank you so much. And
Bianca,
catch y'all
you
for the
make
next
it
one.
for me.
You already know. Tell them what to do.
Check us out on your favorite channels, Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots on YouTube and Twitch. And don't forget to rate, review, subscribe. Check us out. podcast audio version wherever you get your fix from. Thank you to our old viewers, our new viewers. We love you all. Wrestling's Entertainment Channel.